What's up, y'all? This your boy Q, back with another episode of that Blues, Barbecue, and Bullets, baby. It's a great day outside. Go Tennessee. Today, we got a special guest. We got my boy, J.M. Ross, coming through with those soulful sound on the guitar, performing his song, L.A. Days.
I'm J.M. Ross, and this is L.A. Days. Oh. I like a little sunshine. I drink too much moonshine. My heart is wavering, and these LA days might save me. Can I borrow some sugar? Yours seems so much sweeter. A scoop or two is all I need, but I take that sugar liberally. But don't leave it up to love. Don't leave it up to love. Oh, let this campfire kind of night just set the mood that moves alright. Don't leave it up to love. Well, I wanna go dancing down in the valley, look up at the moon and stars, and end up at the hotel bars. Throw me in your river, lose me in that riptide. My lungs are wavering from the simple joys I'm drowning in. But don't leave it up to love. But don't leave it up to love. Well, let's go outside and try to find the feeling that just feels alright. Don't leave it up to love. But don't leave it up to love. Don't leave it up to love. Well, I'd let you take me home tonight if I'd find those lips by candlelight. I won't leave it up to love. No, I won't leave it up to love. I just won't leave it up to love. Thank you.
Hey, man, good to have you on the show, man.
Thanks, man.
For sure, bro. That can't be you singing, bro.
That's me.
That's you?
That's me.
Man, you sound good there, man. J.M. Ross, man. I gotta sit like this, man. I feel a little fancy, man. You a special guest, so I gotta feel a little.
All right.
Sit a little like this. Yeah,
I'll
man.
match, man.
Yeah. Ooh, boy,
Yeah, that-
show you right. Man, I'm happy to have you on the show. Thank
Yeah,
you for taking
happy
the
to be here,
time
man.
to come hang out with us here at Blues, Barbecue, and Bullets, man. Jackson is such a beautiful song, man. Are you from Jackson?
I'm from Jackson, Mississippi originally, so
I was just gonna ask you, so many parts of Jackson. You got Jackson, Tennessee,
yeah, there's a
Jackson,
bunch.
Mississippi. I got lost. Jacksonville, except
Yeah.
the Ville part.
Yeah,
And take the Jackson off.
I feel like there's a Jackson in every state, or there's a
You think so?
Jackson in every southern state. I feel. Maybe.
I think so, bro. I
it's
think
like,
so.
It's got to be in every one. No, but yeah, Jackson, Mississippi is where I'm from. Well, I'm from like a suburb of Jackson called
Okay.
Brandon, but people just call it Jackson. So.
Okay. So since you are from Jackson, Mississippi, I gotta ask this question, bro. Are you a sports person?
Yeah, I dabble.
Okay, you dabble. Okay.
Yeah.
So you from Jackson. The people want to know, are you a Deion Sanders fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Idea. I
The
feel
reason-
like what was so electric was being from Jackson and like JSU, like kind of being like not on the radar, and then being on people's radar. I feel like is just good in general, like for sports and education and for the city of Jackson in general. Like I just felt like it was overall like net positive. So
See, I like that, y'all. He tapped in already. I know he had a little soul. You know what I'm saying? When I said that, you know I was going with this like, hell yeah, I like
Yeah.
Dion, bro. Like, come on now. The stuff you did for the
Yeah.
city. Would you ever to go to the Southern Heritage Classic back when JSU used to play TSU in Memphis?
Oh no.
Dude, it
No.
was like electrifying, bro. Like
Really?
JSU, it's like a tradition. Like every year, they don't do anymore because I think Dion was like, the money wasn't making sense. They no longer do it. They do bigger bowls. But like every year, it's like a big festivity in Memphis where they get together, bro. They tailgate. JSU plays TSU, two HBCUs, bro. And I just go for the food, bro. Like,
Yeah.
man, you talking about some good food, bro? Like every tent, bro, just filled with like smoke, bro. You just all you smell it. Is that a turkey leg?
Damn.
Is that pulled pork I smell? Is that brisket? You can't avoid it, bro.
Oh,
So that's cool, Jackson. When'd you how was it like growing up in Jackson?
it was good. I mean, it was very slow. You know, it's just slow, and now it's different than it was when I lived there. You know, like
Yeah.
I moved from Jackson to Oxford, Mississippi, because I went to school at Ole Miss the
right,
first
Rebel.
time. Yeah. So then I really moved away from there in 2014. And now it's very different. There's like a whole nightlife scene to Jackson that didn't really exist when I was there. So now it's kind of fun to go back.
No
But
way, really? In Jackson?
yeah,
They be partying in Jackson
they're
like that?
partying in Jackson
No
now.
way.
And there was partying then, but it's just it feels different now. Like there's like new stuff coming up, and I feel like there's a lot of people that are like young people in Jackson now, and I don't. Maybe it's because I was young. I didn't know there
Yeah.
were young people in Jackson, but
Yeah.
it feels different now. It's fun to go back. So
So cool. You moved from Jackson to Oxford. How far is that drive? Is
it's
that
like 3 hours.
Okay, that's not too
It's not
bad.
far.
How was it in Ole Miss? Was it an adjustment going from Jackson to Oxford?
Yeah, but it was. I feel like the same adjustment as just like leaving your home and going to college. Because Oxford is a small town. I mean, like Ole Miss makes Oxford a very cool place, and there's a lot of food there. You know, so it was bigger than maybe my life in Jackson, just because I lived with my parents. I could do more. I had all this freedom, so. That was good. I feel like it wasn't so much of a culture shock as it was like a freedom shock. It was like, man, I can just do whatever I want. And then you learn how to like rein it in because it's like, okay, well, I need to like lock in at some point so I can get out of here. But like,
Dude,
I gotta, I can do all these things. So
ain't this crazy? Sound like you came from a good family background like myself. My parents were kind of not strict, but like, you know what I mean? I wasn't going hanging out no 2, 3 in the morning. I had a curfew at a
yeah,
certain time, and then my mom was like, "Where you been at?" But like your first time getting dropped off in college, you realize like, wait a minute, like I can come back to my dorm room whenever.
whenever I
Like
want, whenever I want.
nobody's gonna be checking in. Like, where are
Yeah,
you? Like, what? It's mind blowing. It's like in a true experience.
yeah.
Like, how did you tune in to get back to reality of being on your own?
I feel I always knew that what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to perform, and I knew I wanted to write. So, and that's what I went to Ole Miss for initially, was for writing and performing. So, I was locked in that way, and I was like, I can have fun, but I got to keep my eye on the prize, and
Sure.
I'm gonna have fun, but I'm gonna try to get out of here in 4 years so I can like start my professional career. So that's how I kind of like reined it in, but. And I was the same way. My parents weren't super strict. I didn't even have a curfew, but I just was. I wasn't out super late. I mean, we
Right.
we would go out, but I think they were just kind of like, don't be an idiot.
Right. Yeah.
And if you are, like, please don't make it trouble for me.
Yeah, for sure. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I totally feel you on that. Was there always the goal for you? Was you said you came in with a vision, like I'm going for producing, songwriting. Did that start as a youngin when you were young and you always knew this is what you wanted to do, or how did you stumble across that when it was time to make that decision?
So I started playing music when I was younger, and I was in a band in like high school, and from then I was kind of like, I'm gonna perform. And I actually went to Ole Miss for writing, creative writing, but performing theater is what I ended up going for, vocal performance. So then I just knew I wanted to perform. I didn't really care about the medium. So I just, that that's where that started. But it started when I was very young. I played guitar in church, and you know, and I played around with friends, and I was in a band. So that was where it started, and I just kind of was like, I don't really need much as long as I can perform for, you know, if I can perform, I'm good. So that was just how that started, and went through college. And it was, like I said, in college, it was more for like vocal performance and creative writing and stuff like that. And I ended up going back to school for guitar, and then
Oh
that's where that took, because I've been to college twice now. So
yeah. Twice. I love it,
yeah,
man.
I don't know if I love it, but it's
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. That's cool. You say it started in church. I feel like a lot of musicians when they start is always like in like the church. You
In the
know, a
South,
lot of time
especially,
for
like,
sure. Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, that's definitely, it's usually like people's first time, like getting to play with other musicians, and that's like how music's meant to be shared, is with other musicians. So I feel like that church is, in the South at least, was always a good avenue for that to happen kind of naturally. So that, yeah, I feel like a lot of Southern musicians start in the church.
When did you know you were like good? Like people always, musicians always say, when did you have that moment you realize like I'm actually kind of pretty good at this?
I don't know if I had that moment, because I feel like I was never like the most talented person of my friend group. Really, I was usually like the planner, or I
I
was
feel you.
usually like, when I was in a band, I was like, I found all the musicians and I brought us together, and I would write the songs. But I was never the most talented. Like, I didn't sing at that time. I didn't start singing until later. But I just was. I knew that I could bring people together and make it, and I only cared about being a part of it. So there was that moment, and then there was a moment where I was like, I know that I can work hard, and I know that I can see other people around me and like lock in and work hard enough to like meet the level of competition. So it was kind of that moment for me that I was like, oh, I can do this, because I know that if I'm not here, I'm going to get there at some point. So it's never been a talent thing. It just is like, I wanted to do it, and you know, if I really wanted to do it, I knew that I would kill myself to get there, you know.
You know what we call that, man? We call that hard work, consistency, being persistent. When you just have that feeling, you know, like, man, if I just outwork and put it in work. You know, when you said that, I don't know if you're familiar with the Temptations. Have you seen the
Yeah.
Temptations? Like, you sound like Otis.
Oh yeah.
Like Otis was like he was a
Yeah.
good singer as well too. Of course, like everybody know David Ruckman,
Yeah.
but he was the one who would get the guys together and stuff like that. Like he saw the vision, you know what I mean, like with the dance and things like that. And he didn't have the best vocal. He had good vocals, but we know what the temptation is now.
Yeah.
Because you got to have that one person in group
Yeah.
who like, hey man, do that.
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Dude, you gotta watch it, man. It's such a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm a big movie geek.
Oh, you
The
meant the
Temptations.
movie. I
The
thought
movies.
you just meant like the group. I was like, yeah, I
Yeah,
know
the group too, though.
But
But I'm
they've
saying
got
I
the
learned
movie.
it from the
Yeah, yeah.
movie, you know, about the whole origin of the group and everything. That's super cool, man. What was it like for you? So then okay, Jackson, then Oxford, and then you moved to New York. Dude, what was that transition like? 'Cause that gotta be like, you going from like the South all the way to like
The
bright
North.
lights, New York, bro.
So when I finally moved there, I was like I was primed, because the first time I went for like an extended stay the summer after my freshman year at Ole Miss. So I went. This was crazy. I told my parents there was this like singing intensive there that I wanted to take, and I auditioned for it, and I got in, and I started singing later in life. Like you know, I was writing songs earlier, and I didn't really start singing until like end of like high school. So it was a singing intensive, and it was in New York, and I auditioned, I got in. So I went to New York that summer. I was 19, and I stayed there for 8 weeks. And it's crazy my parents let me do this. I mean, it's so nuts. I went on Facebook Marketplace, and I found someone I'm still friends with now, and they lived in Harlem on 145th Street, closer to like East, like Spanish Harlem area, like, and my parents were like, "Yeah, you can do it," and they drove me up to Harlem, and I stayed there, and I slept on an air mattress on the ground. I was like, and I think they let me stay there for like $500 for the whole 8 weeks. But I got to live like on an air mattress on the ground, and I did this whole singing intensive, and that was a shock because I didn't know the subway system. I wasn't used to all the people. You know, I was used to in New York, like once after living there for a while, you kind of start realizing who's new there because they're like their heads up and they're like looking around and they're like saying hello to everybody, and that was me. And you don't know how to like be a New Yorker and carry the face, so that was a shock because I got lost in the train several times and I had no idea where I was going. So I mean, and that was a crazy shock. But once I moved there, I was okay. Other than like being tired from walking everywhere, I was pretty much okay. But initially, it was a shock.
Dude, I love New York. It's funny you say that, Harlem, because I knew you had a little soul to you, bro. I love Harlem, man. Like every time I go to New York, I gotta go to Harlem. Like that's like to me one of the best. It's not.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it's not a borough. It's part of Lower Manhattan.
It's part of Upper Manhattan, but
Upper
yeah.
Manhattan. But it's funny you say that the subway. You do get lost
Yeah,
in the subways pretty quickly.
it's people think of it as a borough though, because it's so like culturally, like thick, and you know it's stark. You get into Harlem. I mean, I love Harlem. I lived in Harlem for a couple of years, and then I moved to Bushwick in Brooklyn for a couple of years, and I loved Bushwick as well. But I loved Harlem. It was just like I love the food. I love the people. Not that the people in Bushwick aren't great, but I just loved the energy. You kind of had like Manhattan energy, and you were close enough to everything. But yeah, I really, really liked it, and especially like the food scene in Harlem, I really enjoyed, and I could kind of walk everywhere, which you can do everywhere in New York. But Harlem, you know, there were so many good restaurants like right where I was at. So
What was your favorite restaurant? Do you remember?
I'm gonna sound like so basic for saying this. I feel like for like my go-to was Fumo because I had friends that worked there, which is like an
Okay.
Italian spot there. It's pretty good. But maybe my favorite was Oso, which was this taco place right across the street from like City College. It's
Okay.
tiny. Best spicy margarita I've ever had in my life. Yeah, it was like a taco spot, and it used to be, I think, $2 tacos or something like that. I think this was like before the pandemic. But that might have been my favorite restaurant in Harlem. I'm trying to think of some other
I'm
spots.
trying to think because you bringing memories back because I went like a few years ago and I'm like, those do sound familiar. 'Cause I think we stayed like off, I think it was like 135th. I remember like Felix's.
Oh, yeah.
Felix's. It's a bodega.
Yeah.
We used to go there to get a chopped cheese. Like,
Chopped
oh
cheese.
my
Do you
god.
get on a roll or on a hero?
I think it was a roller
Okay, yeah.
or a hero. I told him like, give me the most New
way-
York chopped cheese. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel
do
like-
not take it easy on me
yeah.
because I'm a tourist. Like, however people mostly get it as. Mm-hmm. You know, because I feel like you gotta when you go play, you gotta experience how it really comes without making modifications to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
that's the best way to experience New York. I tell people all the time, I'm like, you gotta find the bodega,
yes.
preferably like, I mean, you can't really find it in like Midtown, but like Harlem especially, and you gotta get like a chopped cheese on a hero or on a roll. I get on a hero. When I first moved to New York, I used to get on a roll, but I feel like I like it better on a hero. And like that's like the best way to experience it. Like
Man.
obviously New York's got a ton of great food. Like you'll have the best food of your life, but like if you want to like experience New York, you gotta go to the dirtiest bodega that smells like there's a million cats in it and order a chopped cheese.
It's facts, dude. I feel the same way about Waffle House down here. I'm not a big Waffle House fan, but
No, yeah.
I want to be able to pull up. I want to go to Waffle House when the employee outside smoking a cigarette, right?
Yeah.
And they so mad they gotta cook. They like,
I know.
They throw the cigarette out and they
gotta
and
go
cook.
in and make it for you?
This shit gonna be so good. Like you want to order eggs and bacon
Yeah.
like this. Yes, and it's so fire. We went to
so good.
Chinatown too, man, and got some of the best
It's so
Asian food
good.
I've had.
And it's cheap.
It is
and
cheap. Yep.
People, I feel like when you visit, people don't always realize that you can be in New York and not spend a ton of money on food. I mean, obviously you can spend the most amount of money you ever spent on food, but especially in Chinatown, man, I
Fire.
used to go and like, I can't think of like anything because around there like I get kind of lost. Everything starts being off the grid system, and I've got to pull out Google Maps even after living there for so long. But there used to be a spot that we would go, and it was like a window, and you would just hand a $5 bill, and this lady would hand a to-go box, and it would be full of dumplings, and I have no clue what kind of dumplings they were. But they were so good, and you just hand her a $5 bill. I'm not kidding. It's like 20 dumplings in this just like soggy to-go box. It was so good.
That sounds fire, man. Why you get me hungry, man? We gotta save our appetite for later, but man, you got me hungry early, dude. That's so cool. I remember also the last spot I remember was Tito's. It's a barbecue place in Harlem.
Oh
I think
yeah.
he was from down south, and he opened up a spot there. It was cool. So, were you ever able to go to a musical, like on Broadway in New
Yeah,
York?
I've been to many musicals because when I moved there, I was auditioning for a lot of musicals. So that was a big thing. I had friends that were in Broadway musicals at the time, so I would go see them. And um, one of like the first things I did when I got there, I was like auditioning as a singer, and I did a musical in Indiana for a while, and then. Then I started going out on the road for this Buddy Holly tribute musical, playing the drums, which was wild. So yeah, I've been to many a musical.
Okay. Yeah. So what's been the funnest musical that you worked on?
Probably Buddy Holly, just because it was really just a tribute musical show, and I played Jerry Allison, who was the drummer for the Crickets, and I got cast in that show initially as the other guitar player in the show. And then the person dropped out or something. It was like a couple of months or maybe a month before the show, and I had like basic percussion on my resume. And one thing, at least in theater, they would be like, if you know how to do it even a little bit, just put it on your resume and say you can do it, and then you just practice, and on the day of rehearsal you come ready. So like I had basic percussion, and they asked me like, can you play the drums? And I was like, yeah, I like if you pay for like my studio time in New York, I can like get on a kit and I'll read the score, and I can just learn it. So I learned it, went to the theater, played it for several months, and then I just kept going to all these different spots around the country to play drums in this show, which was funny because I didn't really play drums, but I knew how to play the show really well. So that was fun because I just got to see a lot of the country before, really before COVID is when it stopped too, because the show got canceled, and then it was donezo. But that was my favorite just because I was constantly working. So
And what was your favorite destination out of all the ones? You said you went to different countries.
yeah,
So what was your
no,
favorite?
just different states.
Different
but
state. What
yeah,
was your favorite?
we went to California in like Sonoma Valley, like in like, or sorry, Napa Valley, in like the Sonoma area. That was fantastic. Like that was crazy nice. Like Northern
I have no idea
California
what Sonoma
is,
Is it like where I don't know. I suck
it's
at
like
geography.
above San Francisco.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, but it's like, I guess you'd call that the Bay Area. I have no clue.
Like Full House.
Yeah.
I think of San
Yeah,
Full House.
I like went to San Francisco, very cool place. I just that whole part of the country is like beautiful. It's like cliffs, and then the beach, and then the redwood trees, and then we went on like a wine tour for a minute to all these different like small vineyards up there, and that was a lot of fun. So that was definitely my favorite. And we also were only doing the show like on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we were getting paid to chill all week, and we just were driving around, kind of looking at different stuff. So that was fun. We just had a ton of free time. So
That's cool. And then opposite of that, what was your least favorite city, if you had one? We all got one.
I didn't have one. Maybe the least fun
Well, least fun.
was Connecticut. But
It's such a random.
that had
state,
nothing to do with
Connecticut.
like the theater there. They were great. But there was just it was kind of in a non-happening spot, and then COVID also happened then too. So they got canceled. So that it was just it was not as happening as like maybe the two favorites were Indianapolis was great. And I'd worked in Indy before, so I kind of knew where to go out, which was fun. But I mean, yeah, California was great. So
Yeah, that's cool, man. You mentioned COVID a lot, right? And the reason I say that because I love having different guests on here, talk
Yeah.
about real things as well too. I remember COVID, man, like when it first came on TV, because I sold insurance. I was in the
Yeah.
insurance business around that time. And I remember they were saying it's COVID-19. And I would have never thought COVID would be as big as it has been. Because I
Yeah.
think around the time it was like a bird flu came around for a couple weeks. It came
Yeah.
and went. I'm thinking COVID, we all work for a couple weeks. Woo, thank God, vacation. You know what I mean? Let's get super lit.
Yeah.
Ain't got to go to work. And who would have thought that this would have been like what it is now? And the reason I say
Yeah.
that, how did that affect you as a musician? Because most of your bread and butter is
Yeah.
being in front of people. And with COVID, the world literally said, "Er," pause, and it shut down.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. Like, and I was performing in kind of this half musician, half theater medium before, and I thought it was going to be for like 2 weeks, and then I was in New York at the time, and obviously, like, it was so different everywhere else in the country, like just kind of based on where you were at, and New York was like full stop, which was crazy for New York. It was like there was no one on the street, and then there was all these crazy rumors around New York as well. It was like they're not going to let you leave, or like it was like it was a very like weird time. And
Yeah.
as a performer, like at first I thought it was just going to be 2 weeks, and I had shows lined up that whole year, and everything had gotten kind of pushed back like a month. So I was like, this is fine. This is really weird that this is happening, and it'll probably be something that is weird to talk about later, but it'll be back eventually. And then it got to be like that month mark, and I was like, oh man, like, I don't think this is coming back anytime soon. So there was definitely a lot of personal work done, and you kind of have to think about like, okay, well, what does it mean to be an artist and not be able to perform live? What does it mean if you're alone and like it's just you and your art, and like what can you create that has meaning to yourself? And so I think it was honestly like, it's weird because it was such a it was a bad thing that happened, but there was a lot of personal growth I feel that came from that. And then I had the decision to go back to school for guitar. I just kind of started playing guitar more, and I'd always played, and I was always good enough. I played chords and I was proficient, but I really tried to lock in and practice every day for a couple of hours, and I ended up auditioning to go back to school for that, which I feel like a lot of people made the decision to continue education during that time too. So it completely changed my life and my relationship with artistry, because I was faced with, if it's just me and my art, how do I want to do this? And how can I create my own art that has meaning and self-worth and not need the validation of an audience or a producer or a director or anything like that? And how can I go about the world that way? And that's continued since. So
I like that, man. Cause I noticed that's when you dropped Mateo. Can you play that song, Jackson? That's when I realized you first dropped Jackson. Was this right
yeah.
here? I know you came after this song. Was this the first song that you recorded and released to the public?
Yeah, this was like, so I wrote songs, like I said, for a band that I was in high school. And I'd kind of stopped because I was really focused on performing at that point. And I wrote a little bit for myself. And then I had started writing songs while I was in New York for myself again, not really to release. And I wrote this before the pandemic when I was homesick, like
Oh,
right
okay.
before the
Yeah.
pandemic. And then the pandemic happened, and I was like, oh, I can like make a whole little EP out of this. And
Right.
it was funny because then I got back to Jackson. I was in Jackson, Mississippi for like 6 months, which was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the first song, and that came out during the pandemic.
Okay.
So that was the first time that I was like, I'm gonna start creating art, and this is what it'll be about. Because a lot of what I write about is home and especially like in music I have coming out, like my relationship to home and what home is. Is it a place that has meaning because you were born there, or is it a place that you assign meaning because you found it? Is it people? Is it anything like that? So that song really kind of set the tone for a lot of art that I try to write about, which is home and homesick and all of that. So
I like that. What was the inspiration behind this song right here? I'm just gonna play a couple of your
no,
songs
dude,
and just
man.
see, because I like to hear the back organ.
I had just gone through a breakup,
I like this.
and
Which one is this material?
Sleeping alone.
yeah, it was the kind of a setting a narrative
I like
of
that. You sound like, I mean, cut you off. When they
no.
first came out, I was like, it gave me like Justin Timberlake, Robin Thicke type of, you know what I'm saying? Out the rip, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, this is Robin Thicke, some JT. Back in the, I love it, man. So I give you your flowers while you're here, man. But that's my first reaction. I heard the song. I was like, all right, all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you said you were going through a breakup. around the
Yeah,
time.
it really was just like a narrative of that first day that you are single, and then it was a relationship I'd been in for a while, so kind of going into that night, and I was like, oh, this is like the first night I'm sleeping alone.
Yeah.
So that really was just kind of a narrative of that whole first day that you're out of a relationship was what that song was about.
I like that. I got questions. You are artists. I'm just a fan, right? I just love music. I'm like the A&R. I got a sound for music. But it seems like to me, man, like people make the best music when they going through a heartbreak.
Yeah.
And when they're happy, it's not. And I'm going to give an artist as an example that I like to use. I love them. Love Hating Podcast, sit down with you. I'm just a fan. Justin Bieber, right? I think Justin Bieber album Purpose, like my mama like, and I'm sorry, like Mark My Words. I don't know if you're familiar with the album. Like that was to me, because I'm a big Justin Bieber fan. That was like his best album. But his last couple albums, he's been with, his wife, respect to her, and he's been, trying to find himself. His music hasn't been like, you know what I mean? It ain't
Sure,
been
yeah.
like the same. I'm just like, I don't know if it's because of her, but I just feel like whenever it's like a heartbreak, like it's always the music always is like, damn, it's a good song.
Yeah,
But I'm just a fan,
I feel like there's
perspective.
truth-ish to that. I feel like it also can be weird to think about needing to like go through suffering to create art. But every artist, I feel like, and every writer especially, I feel like goes through the same process where it's like, I feel like I have to suffer to create this, or can you recall a time that you suffered, or can you empathize with someone suffering and write about it? I think there's definitely truth to it in that when you're emotionally charged, it's readily available and you can write it. But I don't think it's always necessary. I mean, life is like, not to get like deep,
Right. No,
life is suffering. There will always be suffering. Like, no matter, there will always be peaks and valleys. So, and you only know the valleys because you've seen the peak, and vice versa. So, but when you're going through, I feel like suffering or any sort of heartbreak, it's readily available. But the practice of artistry and the practice of writing is consistently writing, so that even when it's not there, there's a practice set in place of like, I know what this feels like, and I know like how I can write a song about something that might not necessarily be my truth now, but has been my truth in the past. So I think anyone can be a writer, and anyone in any sort of stage of life, whether they're extremely happy or sad, and it kind of comes on whether or not you can keep it a practice to keep that momentum going even when you're up and down emotionally. So that's what I would chime in on. But of course, when something does happen, it's not fortunate, but it is readily available to write about. So it does touch people, especially if it's something that everyone's gone through, which everyone has gone through a breakup. So
Yeah, no, I totally agree, man. I tell everybody, man, even doing podcasts, it's gonna be peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
Life is always gonna be up and down. I don't think people realize life is never going to be just a straight head. It's always going to be something that's going to be a speed bump, I think, to separate the good from the great people.
Yeah.
Or the people who can face adversity and decide to keep on still going. You know, it's easy kind of just to kind of give up. And that's one thing I like about Nashville, man. I know you've been here since May. Just Nashville. Sometimes you drive through Nashville at nighttime and see how beautiful the city is lit up. You just like, man, I love it. But since you've been here, man, what's been your favorite food in Nashville? The people want to know. Hattie B's or Princess?
Dude, can I go off script?
Yes.
It's Bolton's.
Bolton's?
Yeah, have you not been? It's right here. It's by Hawkers.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Oh, it's like...
Kat just said somebody last week. She was like, Bolton's right here by Hawkers. I haven't been to that one yet.
Apparently, it's like one of the OG recipes for hot chicken in like Nashville. That's what I heard. But
we got debate with Princess. They call themselves the OGs.
Like,
nah,
but it's old. I mean, it's an old spot. I mean, it's tiny. I like Hattie B's. No, I love Bolton's though. I love Bolton's. It's so good. It's hot. I like hot, so it doesn't bother me. Sometimes it's tough a couple hours later, but it's really good.
I always put barbecue in 3 categories. Either you're a pulled pork, brisket guy, or a rib guy.
So if it's Memphis barbecue, it's brisket. If it's Texas barbecue, East Texas barbecue. Wait, no. Sorry, no. If it's Memphis barbecue, it's, pulled pork. If it's Texas barbecue, it's brisket. Ribs, I could go either way. That's kind of, if I want dry rub, obviously Memphis is like king.
I like it.
But that really depends on the mood. Like if I want dry rub or if I want like wet ribs, and I feel like I've had really good wet ribs in Texas as well. But I like the like Carolina barbecue as well, like the vinegary sauce. I don't mind that. And then St. Louis barbecue I also like, but I don't know. I mean, Texas or Tennessee barbecue is probably my favorite, just in terms of my own palate. And ribs go either way, but brisket for sure, Texas. Pulled pork, Tennessee.
Well, we had to change your mind here in Nashville, man. So we got some barbecue. We finna try, a couple different sauces. I'm just interested in telling what you think. Man, got the Viola sauce. Okay. We got the ghost barbecue. You like Mr. Spicy, man. We're gonna see how hot this really is. We got the regular. You see, we got this, you say you like the vinegar-based white Alabama white barbecue, which I'm not a fan of.
Okay.
Then we also got Nash barbecue. We got our own barbecue. And what do we have in here for the entree today? Today, guys, we have some, look at this cornbread. Tell me this don't look good. Look at this cornbread. We got, some pulled pork. We also got some baked beans. And if you're in the South, you gotta get them collard greens, man. It's only right, man. Gotta get them collard greens. Get you a little bit, my brother.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, since he said he like a lot of barbecue and spicy, we got this segment. Every time I'm gonna just have a different barbecue. And today we got that pulled pork with that pickle on it, bro. We got that southern cornbread. You're gonna get down here in the South. And of course, we're down here, we gotta get some southern sides, man. We gotta get those baked beans, bro. And also, them collard greens. You know what I mean? A little soul to it, bro. And then over here, we got these smoked sausages. And we got jalapenos, and I think it's like a pimento cheese, which I'm not a fan of, bro.
You don't like pimento cheese?
Oh, do I be in the bathroom for a couple hours? Like, they might go over 25, 35
I
minutes.
love pimento
so
cheese.
since he's a guest here, I gotta see his reaction with these different barbecue sauces, man. So we'll go down the line. You can try a sausage or pulled pork to dip in the sauce to see what you like it.
Got it. All right, so first, Viola.
This is Viola, guys. We don't know what's in it. I know it's a really cool name, Viola. Never heard it in my life.
I feel like
Viola
sausage
sauce.
is how I want to do this.
Let's see here, Viola. Oh.
That's good.
You like that?
It's vinegary, though.
That's why I don't like it. You like vinegar.
I'm
not a big
I just
vinegar
like
guy.
food. But
I feel that. I feel that.
I like
so we
it.
try the Viola. Let's try this ghost barbecue. Let's try it by yourself, my brother, because I can't do the spicy. So I gotta see your reaction when it's spicy.
I feel like I want hot ones.
With no water.
No water, no milk, no nothing. That ain't hot.
It ain't hot?
That one was hot.
Maybe it's one of those that it gotta like simmer in
Right,
and
okay.
then like
It's got a little
10
kick.
minutes you be like, oh my gosh, what is that? All right, what about,
It's got a little cake.
we got the reg. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
See, I feel like this
I like
is
the
like,
reg.
that's like a comfort barbecue sauce.
Right, can't go wrong with it. It's
No,
pretty,
no, no. It's good on everything.
That's legit. Mm-hmm. Okay, reg.
All right.
Then we got this white, I think it's like white Alabama sauce,
Yeah.
which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm gonna try it with
Is this
you today.
vinegary too?
I think so, that's why I don't like it.
I'm gonna try this one with pulled pork.
Yes, let's see. He's a brave man.
Let's see.
Tastes like a
I like it. It almost tastes like aioli.
Yeah, aioli.
Tastes
Like,
like
I'm not an
aioli.
aioli.
I like
Nah.
it.
Some people love to dip their fries in aioli and stuff. I'm just not a big aioli guy.
No, I can't do like. I mean, I can do it, but man, that really tastes like aioli. That's like
You take that aioli and that one, all right.
that's wild.
Come on, man. Welcome to Nashville, baby. It's
Yeah.
called Nash Barbecue. Bro.
Nash
This sauce is
Barbecue.
Nash Barbecue, bro. You can't go wrong with this one, bro.
All right.
Let's see. Don't make it look bad, Nashville. Please not. Okay.
That's very good.
Is it?
That's spicy.
No, it ain't. If I get this in spice, I'm gonna be so mad.
Tastes
I'm
like ghost pepper. I'm not kidding.
Man, I'm grown, bro. I'm just getting a little spice. I'm gonna double dip it. But what y'all gonna tell me? Come on.
I'm excited for you to eat that.
Y'all know what spice my voice gonna change, y'all. You know, it's all spice your voice change. You be like,
No, the first
Yeah,
bite I took of it, I was
yeah.
like, oh wow, this is different.
all right,
I like all that.
bro. This ain't nothing, bro. This is
No, it was fine. That's spicy, but I love it. I gotta go back in for
man,
this one.
all right. And let's try the last one, which is the mystery.
I love the spice.
Jeez. Let's
It's
see what
hot
the mystery's
though.
talking about. Ain't it hot though? You like spicy food, huh? You are a young man at heart. You know that? You can do spicy food. You are a young man.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
still be
true.
hot. You gotta take some bread.
It
to
hasn't
kinda,
betrayed me yet.
you gotta. I got betrayed like a couple months ago. That's why I'm like, oh, forget
Yeah, I
spicy
don't know
food.
anymore. All right. I'm gonna try
Bread
this one.
cools it down, bro. A little bread makes everything a little cool. You know what I mean? This right here, y'all, is called the Scooby-Doo mystery sauce. So we don't know what it is until we try it.
It's like sweet.
I like that.
I'm gonna take a pickle.
That's probably my favorite one. What's been your favorite sauce and your least favorite?
My least favorite is this one,
Okay,
the white one.
no doubt.
It's gonna be a tie between the ghost pepper, or sorry, the Nash, and the mystery.
I still feel that spice now. My head is like,
It's like it hurts, but I like it.
I know. Oh, isn't that so toxic? I hurt, but I
I'm
like
like
it.
crying, but I'm like, no, I want more of it. No, but it's good.
Let's try some of these sides, bro. Let's see if this
All
side
right.
help cool off, man. This right here is the baked beans. Look like they put some meat in it, bro.
Let's go in.
Yeah, man. Just taste it. Yeah. You got me want to get a spoon now. Okay. Let's see here.
It does help.
With that to calm it down. That ain't bad, bro.
Ain't bad. I gotta go in here. Collard
You
greens.
Southern now. You back. Welcome back to Nashville.
Collard
You're too
greens are
long.
my
You ain't got
favorite.
New York. You ain't got collard greens in New York, baby.
Yeah,
you
they
back.
don't have collard greens.
You back down south.
I don't know if I had really great barbecue in New York. Oh no, that's not true. I had good barbecue in New York. I forgot it at this point, but
It's a Biggie Smalls restaurant.
I don't know.
I don't know. He from Brooklyn. I was trying to make a joke. He just didn't
Oh,
land
no, I
well.
knew.
It just didn't land well.
Part of me was
This segment.
part of me felt embarrassed. I was like,
Yeah.
crap, I don't know, and I feel bad. I don't know.
Oh man, no, I'm messing with you, brother. All right. Ooh,
really
woo.
Damn, I gotta go back in.
Come on now.
I gotta go back in.
Not gonna lie, bro. Those some pretty good collard greens,
Yeah.
bro. And collard greens are hard to make because they take so much time to make them. You gotta make sure they gotta soak for a minute. Make sure there's no bugs in there, bro. It takes a little minute.
Man, that's really good.
It's good. Man, well, yeah, bro, we're gonna keep on eating this for sure. But man, I appreciate you coming, man.
Of course,
to
man.
come talk about some good music.
Thank you for having me.
Eat some good barbecue, man. And of course,
this is
before you
sick.
leave, we gotta know, man, what's on the radar, man, for music wise, man. What you got looking out for? You gonna look out for.
Yeah, I got an
How's that
album
munch?
coming out.
Okay.
Full-length album. It's coming out in the spring, or it's gonna start rolling out. So the first single is gonna come out in the spring, around April. you know, to be announced really, but
For sure.
for sure in the spring it'll start coming out, and all those updates will be on my Instagram and on my TikTok. And
What's your Instagram name too for the people?
it's just JM Ross Music, just the name I go by, music. And same on TikTok. I'm not on Facebook or Twitter or X, but
Are you on TikTok dancing and stuff with the young kids?
no, none of that. I can't keep up with that. Can't keep up with that.
Well, man, appreciate you coming through, Jay and Ross, man. We having a good time, bro. You starting to sweat, bro. I'm starting to see your pores.
I know they're up
From
to
the
that.
sauce. It's starting
The
to simmer
sauce.
down, bro. That's how the sauce do it to you guys. Well, appreciate y'all, man. We had another great episode of Blues, Barbecue, and Bullets. We out. See y'all next time. Yeah.